All right, I'm sorry that this is taking a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but red tides, and there's a video link at the bottom that I would want you to watch. This is a type of algal bloom with these red dinoflagellates. The color is actually really amazing, to be honest, but they are considered toxic, so they can be toxic to fish, and they can be they can damage human health as well. So, if you click on the video seems a little bit it's a little bit over the top, but it's talking about how a woman who ran, I guess, did a triathlon, which involves you running, swimming, and biking, went through an area where there had been like a red tide, and that had caused her some health concerns. I think she probably already suffered from some asthma issues. But the concern was not only that the algae are in the water, but that the algae might become airborne and then influence people, especially people who have delicate breathing already due to things like asthma, and damage their health. So that's something to consider. Dealing with pollution, this should also not be brand new, so you should be thinking back to when we talked about pollution in the past. There's a couple ways there's three main ways to deal with pollution. One is to make it so the pollution never existed in the beginning. So this would mean banning anything that would be considered a water pollutant, no longer producing those things. Two, okay, no longer producing and using those things. Two, this is making sure that the pollutants never get to the water source. So even though we might use some of these fertilizers or other products that are potentially pollutants, that we find a way to filter them out before they'll ever get into the water source. And then three, the last big category is, well, once it's there, we have to clean it out if we want to deal with it. So the cleanup and restoration, I just want you to think about, the cleanup and restoration efforts for a water system because the waterways are just so highly connected. So if you think about the rivers, the oceans, even lakes, water from lakes can percolate through the soil. We can even get pollution in groundwater. There's been cases of pollution in groundwater that's been damaging to human health as well. So once there are, really, especially if we have intense pollutants in a waterway, it is really, really, really damaging and can be really, really hard to control because once it's out there, it can spread to many different locations. All right, so I'm going to post this or something similar online. You're going to have a case study because you're going to be looking at the Ganges River, which you'll find out everything about where it is, and you're going to be looking at your cultural influence on human interactions with this river, health threats, and then what steps could be taken to improve the water quality. So I'll post all that information. I think that's pretty interesting, especially if you don't know that much about this area. So enjoy, and then when you're done, you are going to be writing a summary, and it'll indicate all that information on ManageBack. So have a good day. Bye.